What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we've got some brand spanking new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. And so, let's get started. Now, first things first, what has been going on this week in Destiny 2? Well, not actually much in-game, however, Iron Banner, the second one of the season, is currently live, so if you're chasing any of those Iron Banner god rolls, definitely get on it. But in addition to that, guys, yesterday Bungie released a pretty massive article talking about reflecting on some of the lessons Bungie learned and the changes they've made since the Lightfall release, but also talking about some of the stuff coming in Season 21, including some very big features. Now, I already did a video covering this article in its entirety, so if you haven't seen that, check it out, it's linked up above. But to summarize the very big points quickly, next season there's going to be 2 new armor mods added to the game. One will let you get armor charge for collecting the different elemental, kind of things you create, fire sprites, void breaches, etc. And the other one will draw orbs of power towards you for using your class ability. Now, moving on from there, another big change is that next season you're going to be able to focus exotic engrams into exactly the exotics you want for armor. This is absolutely huge, and this has been probably one of the most requested community features of the last multiple years. Now, I did say that in the video, and some people were like, well, I never heard anyone request exotic armor focusing. Yeah, but you've heard people request having better ways to farm exotics. People have been complaining about lost sectors and how bad they are at actually being able to farm the particular exotic you want for years. And so finally, introducing exotic armor focusing is the solution to that. You don't need to endlessly grind Nightfalls over and over and over again with the entire exotic pool open, hoping that you get the particular one you need. You can now actually go out and get exactly what exotic armor piece you want, and that is going to be a huge change. Additionally, speaking of exotics, the Vex Strike Force, very rare public event that comes up on Neomuna, is actually going to award brand new exotic armor pieces that you've never obtained before. So now lost sectors are not the only way to get new pieces of exotic armor, and that's very exciting as well. Now, moving on from there, guys, let's talk about Grandmaster Nightfalls. They're actually coming with the next weekly reset on April 11th, and this is going to be the first time we've ever had Grandmasters since Lightfall, which means the new difficulty system, the new surges and overpowered weapons system, all of that stuff. It's going to be quite interesting. And if you're looking to participate, we have some very important information. So your power level caps out 25 levels below the activity level. So for this season, that means that all combatants will be 1840, but you will be at 1815 at the most, which means as long as you are 1815, which really isn't too difficult to achieve, you should be able to be at your most effective level within Grandmaster Nightfall. So they are way more accessible in terms of power level than they've really ever been before. Now, they do say combatants take more hits, deal more damage, and are quite aggressive. Champions will be abundant, so be sure to have the proper weapons and ways to deal with them. There's one burn that will cause you to receive 25% more damage from a certain element for each different Grandmaster, and that's going to rotate, obviously. And then there are 2 elemental surges and overcharged weapons, both granting 25% increased damage. So if it's like the other activities, I think Strand is always a featured surge like this season, and then the other one will be either Solar or Void, I believe, and potentially, since it is Grandmasters, we could see even more stuff like an Arc Surge, etc. We'll have to wait and see. Also, revives are limited. After a certain amount of time, darkness will encroach and you won't be able to revive anymore. So, additionally, guys, Heist Battleground Mars was actually added to the Nightfall playlist, so that will be a Grandmaster Nightfall this time around. So they did actually dial it back, make it a little bit easier. You can see the patch notes right here because, yeah, it was pretty intense even before Grandmasters came out. But guys, moving on from there, we have some important information about loot that is going to be leaving the playlists and the activities currently in the game when Season 21 starts, as well as some new information on new Season 21 loot entering these playlists to replace it. So, starting here with the Nightfall playlist, the Mindbender's Ambition, the Solar Aggressive Frame Shotgun, and the Militia's Birthright Kinetic Grenade Launcher, those are going to be rotating out. You can see the final week that they're in rotation right here. Next up for Trials of Osiris, the Inquisitor Arc Precision Slug Shotgun is going to be rotating out, and the Whistler's Whim Kinetic Lightweight Bow is already gone. Then for Iron Banner, the Wizened Rebuke Fusion Rifle is going away, and the Hero's Burden Submachine Gun is going away, so definitely if you haven't gotten that destabilizing rounds that just became available this season, roll for it, you absolutely want to do so. And also, interestingly, for the competitive playlist, Rose is rotating out, and that's going to be replaced by an all-new competitive weapon. So let's talk about what's actually coming. So, with Nightfall, the Braytech Osprey, an old-school Void high-impact rocket launcher, is being added, and the Loaded Question Arc high-impact fusion rifle, which is an old pinnacle weapon, is being added as well. Now, for Vanguard, the Positive Outlook Void Precision Auto Rifle is being added. For Gambit, there's going to be a Strand Linear Fusion Rifle, which is interesting. For Crucible, the Randy's Throwing Knife, a kinetic rapid-fire scout rifle, and another old, pinnacle weapon is being added, or I think ritual weapon. Then for Trials of Osiris, there's going to be an Arc Glaive, and the Messenger, the kinetic high-impact pulse rifle, is being added back again. There's several seasons where that has been in the loot pool. Then for Iron Banner, a Strand Fusion Rifle is being added. Very interesting. Remember, that's going to be in the kinetic slot. And then we have the Swarm of the Raven, a Void rapid-fire heavy grenade launcher being added as well. And then lastly, for competitive, an Arc Sniper Rifle is being added. Very interesting. But guys, moving on from there, Bungie actually uploaded a bunch of videos to their official Destiny 2 YouTube channel that are actual cutscene archives. So you can see right here, there's a Season of the Lost cutscene archive that will just play all of the different cutscenes from that particular season. Same with The Witch Queen, Season of the Risen, etc. So if you want to get caught up on this story or take a look at cutscenes from seasons you missed, you can absolutely do that. Moving on from there, guys, a new Prime Gaming Rewards drop is going to be live for Destiny 2. You can see it right here, and there's something interesting this time around. So there's the Spring Showers exotic emote, the Arrow of Time exotic ship, the Gray Tiger Shell legendary ghost shell, and the Velvet Intention legendary shader. This is the first time, I think, that we've ever seen a shader through the Prime Gaming Rewards. So that is definitely going to matter in terms of Destiny fashion. Of all these things, the emotes and the shaders are used the most, I believe. So yeah, that's an interesting change. Guys, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.